Hey, hello, soul family. Welcome to another video. What's good, fam? And we're gonna be channeling into some Ak- um akashic records. I was gonna say I'm in my akashic records. We're gonna be channeling into a collective message for you all today. So welcome, and if you haven't been here, hello. My name is Caroline and I do channeled readings, meditations, and songs. Songs, wow. Okay, so we're already, as I'm getting that, maybe you might be in like some kind of energy where you want to like celebrate. So let's get an actual card to come out um, from the deck first. And I have been hoping that I can go and buy myself a new deck soon. And then that way I can actually, one card to fly out here, please, have a full deck because if you don't know, this deck actually doesn't contain a card for the Three of Swords. It ain't there. Okay, so I feel like I might just do this a different style. I'm just gonna pick out a card. Oh, okay, no, this has jumped out. So we've got the Six of Cups. And so the Six of Cups usually speaks to generosity, caring, uh, something harkening back to childhood, sharing, and it's a very I feel like it's a very innocent, useful, and loving card. It speaks to trans transference of energy or transformation. And I was speaking to someone last night, and this could be relevant. We were talking about how, and there's triple twos here, so I've been seeing that number quite a bit in the past few readings, and it speaks to how you're finding balance and in your connections, which has been a theme that's like been coming up. It also speaks to like giving and receiving energy, which when you're a kid, kids share so freely. Like, I remember having like this friend of mine, and they were just so sweet. There was this story about them as a child. They would just give so freely of their chocolates to their sister, even though now or later when I was knowing them, them and their sister were like kind of like mortal enemies, not really, but like, how kids are, like brothers and sisters. And yeah, like when they were so young, like they were so sweet and so cute, and they would just give them like all their chocolate, even though, like, you know, like maybe they wanted some for themselves, but they gave most of it to their sister. And last night I was speaking to someone, and we were talking about like how sometimes can feel this kind of like energy drain, like around like people, or like when you get around someone, like they can drain your energy, or like they were saying that like when they first met me, like, and we like hugged, that I drained their energy, which is really funny, because um yeah, they genuinely did give me a lot of energy that day. I was like, I think I had been very drained myself, and I think this is like an old world paradigm that we're like coming out of, where like people have to use each other as like batteries for their own life force energy. Like, it's like this battle of like people like wanting like, that's like sometimes like why people will like want to like win an argument. It's like so that they can get this energy from you, or it's like sometimes like when people like ghost you, that is also kind of like a way of them like draining your energy, um, which is interesting that these like um, yeah, themes of like vampirism have been like arising in like my past couple of readings. Um, yeah, so yeah, there's a few other ways, you know, you can also drain someone's energy just by like shouting, like berating them, and like, which I feel like is like a tactic that my mom and like managers and like people would use, where they just like, yeah, they just like, yeah, tear you down. And then like nitpicking too can be another way to like take someone's energy. But yeah, I feel like we're coming into a time where if you are like cultivating your own energy, and you of like, we're coming into a time where like in unity consciousness, where we're not like taking people's energy, we're like transmuting things, and we're like creating this balance and magically filling our own cups, and like going into the depths of who we are, and like guiding our own selves through this like energetic like transmutation process. And through that, actually you can find that you can charge up your like spirit bodies like so much, to the point where you like have an infinite amount of energy, or like you have like abundant energy, like enlightened beings. And I was saying like 639, which, you know, is like a harmonic number, like sixes, threes, and nines are harmonic numbers. You know, Nikola Tesla, he always had this like a superstition suspicion of like he would not go to certain places unless he could arrive exactly at like 6:39, or like 3:33, or 6 or 6 not 39. You know, I heard that as like a silly rumor, but like I don't know if I would like put it past him. Like he really took this on, and it's like exactly everything his philosophy is based around. So I think the point is like, regardless of whether or not he actually did that, I think the point of that story is like he kind of like took it that seriously, if that makes sense. Like that's how important the like philosophy was in his life. And yeah, so you were able to like create your own energy, or you're at least moving towards it. Like this crown kind of reminds me of like Basque, who I was like thinking about last night. And so yeah, you could be able to like make your own energy somehow through art, or like you could be transmuting a lot of this like dark energy. Maybe people have taken your energy, and you've learned how to, or like people have harvested your energy, and but you're learning how to like create your own. I was gonna say harvest your own, but that sounds like really grim. Like, I guess, I don't know, you're learning how to like harvest your own seeds and stuff, and like grow your own things. And like, look, like she's like in the water, and like, yeah, she has these like, wow, are they daffodils? I don't know. But that would be pretty trippy if they were, because, you know, the myth of, anyway, Persephone, like, she picks a narcissus, a daffodil flower, and then that's how she, like, goes into the underworld. So, yeah, that's fascinating. Okay, I'll leave this card. Oh, it's gone. Oopsie. Oh well. I'll pick another card. But yeah, so I feel like that could be something that you're paying attention to right now, and like how the ways that you say certain things either give someone else energy. When I got the Nine of Cups, it just flew onto the floor. I'm not gonna pick it up, but yeah, like gives you satisfaction. Like you can also give people energy consciously, um, in like a more lightened way, where you're like noticing the beauty in them. You're noticing all the things in them which are true and real and of love and of the light. And like I'm feeling like, yeah, that's kind of the theme of this reading of like giving energy or like taking energy, and like how maybe you're coming into this like new awareness of like you're crossing this threshold of like giving energy and like actually like feeling like this beauty and this richness of like optimism and this fullness of like effervescent overflowing your cup in this ability to like pour and like give to others because you have this like um energy that you've built up in yourself through this transmutation, and that like being such a beautiful thing, and like me being here to like commend you or be like, wow, like that's so beautiful that you can do that, and like you also being a good steward of your own energy to where like you recognize like energetic boundaries as to where like you want to say no and be like, actually, like this is not benefiting either of us, like, and like if like like you're harvesting my energy like, and how good it feels to actually consciously give someone energy. And like I remember my interaction when I first met this friend for like, and I tell this story to like so many people I meet because it was like life changing for me. Like I was in such a low moment and I just like spilled out my guts, and like I couldn't hold it back, and like they had something for me, like, and they filled me up. Oh my god, 11:44 here. They transformed me, like that number representing cellular transformation and change, and like the raising of your kundalini. And it was so beautiful, like, and so I tell that story to anyone who like I can meet, and like whenever it comes up, it was life changing. Like it was like really like, oopsies, don't know what card came out. Can you please give me a card? But yeah, it's like you're overflowing, just like these cards. And yeah, maybe that's coming through you, like rededicating yourself to like your path, and like realizing that there's a fresh start with 12:21 here on the clock, a fresh start, and you're going quickly towards it, and remembering that whatever you put in is like what you get out. And maybe you have this like more optimistic energy because you can like kind of like, wow, we got this card last reading too, because you can kind of know that you're like pouring into yourself, and that you're like, yeah, like you can trust yourself, and you will get out what you put in through like this like natural flow and alignment of like universal like forces. And it's so beautiful. So beautiful. It's so beautiful because you're like treating yourself with that divine beauty. And then that is also allowing you to like pour that into, yeah, like something else, but like, yeah, in a balanced way. And yeah, you could be, yeah, doing this in partnership too, but then you could also be doing this on your creative projects. Like now I'm getting the information that like, like when you make a creative thing and sometimes like you're so fixated on the mistakes of like what's wrong with it, like you would know if you're like an artist, or even if anyone who has like, even if you have just like your own mental like negative self-talk, like sometimes that can come out as like you just being like, nah, I'm not, I ain't shit, like I'm not good at this, like I can't do that, like blah blah blah, um like not believing in yourself. But like then like this energy is like can be applied in a creative sense to where you look at your artwork and you like see the potential, and you're like, wow, like I really feel like I love the way that I did this, like a hand gesture or movement, or like this spiral here is like, wow, that felt so great to like draw it like that. Or like this is how I experience myself when I make art. Like I just like feel like the story of the artwork that I'm making, and like I think it like shows me more deeper into myself of like what I'm expressing or holding inside myself, like at the time, it's just like very revealing. I feel like artwork is like these impressions that come to you from the other side and just like want to like come out somehow in your work. Taking a sip of my coffee. And oops. Yeah, I think it's so beautiful. Oh yeah, please tell me if you think the audio quality is a bit better. I attempted to like kind of make a slight improvement. And so, yeah, I'm hoping that that will bring out the beauty more in my work. And yeah, so even just seeing like the slight nuances of beauty can really pull you out of like a negative headspace here with the devil on the bottom. Ah, this will make a good thumbnail. Bear with me. Um, but yeah, so what else do I have to like pull for you? So yeah, those could be like still existing there, those chains, or they could be something that you're working through, like, and like you're like forging this new path, like as well, like on your own too, because like I'm staring at this like artwork of like these wolves that I have on my wall. Okay, just one card, please. Oh, okay, we got the Page of Wands. And so, yeah, that sort of speaks to like you embarking on this new journey. Honestly, I feel like I need to look up what the Page of Wands means again because but he is standing on solid ground. He's looking out into the desert. So, pages are optimistic in my mind because they're at the start of their journey. And it feels like he has this like stability that comes from this passion, this renewed passion, which I was getting that energy coming through today. This renewed passion, which it's like your engine is being restarted. Like you've like topped up your oil and like you're moving forwards very quickly into this fresh new energy of whatever project it is. It just feels like your life force energy has like come back to you somehow and like you are able to use that and like tap into that. And yeah, so yeah, I might like pull a Rumi Oracle card. Or is there any like final cards? Yeah, what else needs to come through this reading? I like really trusting and like believing in yourself. Because I feel like it's like that energy which really shines. And that's the energy which pulls you to actually pour into yourself and like actually go for the thing that you want rather than like thinking to yourself like, yeah, like I'll just go for like the stable path. Like, oh yeah, yeah, with the hanged man coming out. Like, yeah, like, yeah, it's flipping your perspective to be like, yeah, well, actually, like, no, I'm gonna go for this path which lights me up, which, like, I actually, if I look at it this way, like, actually, I do have the means. Actually, maybe this is like an opportunity for me from the universe. Like, you know, like, seeing, like, just because something makes you slightly nervous, but you feel like it's actually like what you want, like, you can like go for the thing that you don't want and be disappointed too. Like, you know, so you may as well like go for the thing that you actually are given life force energy like by like whatever it is that actually brings you that life force energy, like you'll be like rewarded for. And like seeing it like that, like not as an indulgence but as like something to prize and like to like cultivate. And like just like the beautiful statue, well, I didn't see what card that was, of you know, like a statue like that you carve back and that, yeah, reveals itself over time and that you focus on. and like, yeah, you like discipline yourself. And I was getting just there, the Eight of Wands came out. So yeah, you're moving into this very quickly, and you're grounding it into reality very quickly, like with your intent, with your energy, and with all the rest. Okay, is there another card to come out here? Okay, I'll just flip one. The King of Swords. So you're being very discerning at this time. Yeah, it's a very regal card. It feels like very tapped in to higher energies and higher forces. It feels very certain intellectually, and that these ideas, these like that are foundational and that are supporting you, are what's going to assist you in continuing into this path, like in the kind of like future, into like the long term, like into like, yeah, whatever it is that you're creating, that you're like bringing into being. um ah And yeah, it feels like you're also very sovereign and very sure of yourself. It's like if any doubts, and I'm seeing triple ones here to in supportance of that confirmation, which, as we know, ones is fresh start, standing alone, starting something new, a new venture on your own. It's a very entrepreneurial energy. And yeah, what you're putting in is like creating this stability. It's what you're going to get out. What you put in is what you're going to get out. And like, yeah, with the Knight of Swords, it's like even all these doubts that are arising in your mind, you're like choosing to be more optimistic, and you're choosing to like see the beauty in what you're doing, and like you're choosing to like have like this like strong, firm like knowing of like, no, no, actually, I'm gonna be like super successful at this. Like when your mind steps in to be like, who do you think you are? Like, what do you like? Your mind is just trying to keep you safe, going towards a safer option. But it's like that safe option could just be like, it could end in like a tornado, could end in like, I mean, a tornado wouldn't even be so bad, to be honest. I'm sure there'd be a lot of transformation that would come from that. But that might be like a tower moment. Like, you don't know. So, yeah, 2222 here. So those twos are lingering. So yeah, maybe think about like how you can like work together with other people towards this. And I'll just get, yeah, I feel like there's still something that wants to come out here. So yeah, this could be about like how you also emanating that frequency of your truth, of what you're really here to do, also brings in those who are also aligned with their own truth, and like who are also aligned with like whether it be like a serendipitous moment, like of you passing someone in the street, whether it be like a conversation where you feel very in touch with your truth, and you can tell that the other person is like speaking from that place as well. Or yeah, Page of Pentacles, this is bringing like some new wealth, some kind of cellular transformation in the physical realm. Knight of Cups, this could be bringing in a offer of love. This could be bringing in a renewal in your love life. It could be bringing in a renewal in your sex life. But like that could be like, partnered or not. This is bringing about like a steadiness. Like I see the Knight of Cups as being like that, and a Hermit came out. So yeah, it feels like very steadily traveling inwards to find those gems and bring yourself that healing energy in those cups. And yeah, so I feel like that's the end of the reading, because I feel like I'm getting pretty, yeah, I'm feeling it, spirit. I'm gonna call it. Sometimes I want to make these videos a lot shorter. Yeah, I'm seeing triple fours there, so maybe that's a confirmation. I hope this isn't like super loud in your ear holes. I'll try to keep it down. Okay. Blessing of Al Hakim. This is the number 40 card. Okay. Fours could be significant. Okay. So, Blessing of Al Hakim. Sell your cleverness and buy bewilderment. Cleverness is an opinion. Bewilderment is vision. Rumi. The gift of wisdom, the blessing of Al Hakim, gurgles up from your heart. Her blessing is evoked by life, like the daughter of a babe, joyfully responding to the playful tickle of the mother's hand. Wisdom can make divine sense of anything, especially of that where logic is blinded. How I revere the blessing of Al Hakim, of wisdom, for she is precious and welcome to me now and always. The dear friend who brings me such peace. This is soul medicine, delivered and administered by Rumi himself. Is a spiritual gift of prophecy, healing, insight, and capacity to surrender to any impatient claim for what you cannot yet have. Wow. Trust in the universe, trust in the divine hand. As you receive this gift, this blessing which happens at a soul level, your attitude to life becomes more curious, open, still, and receptive. You no longer have to drive the unfoldment of your desires into form. Your rest is an assurance that your daily application of effort is enough. Wow. And so is your surrender. What are we talking about? Believing in yourself. Mental anguish is soothed, and you are able to accept the unfathomable nature of divinity in its expression of itself as life. You become comfortable with the reality that the price of being closer to the divine is the giving up of your need to always understand. Wow. That isn't a beautiful way to end, and I don't know what is. So, if you're still here and watching, thank you so much. And I hope that you enjoyed the reading. I hope that you enjoyed my ASMR. My ASMR. Yeah, and I hope to see you and hear from you very soon. Also, I'm gonna put some links down below for my healing services. So I'm just starting these back up again. And if you would like to book a session with me, yes, you can have a look down below in the pinned comment or description box down below. And I hope you have like a beautiful rest of your day, and please pray for my hair. And I send you many blessings, and peace out.